to the Paper Snob. This is Tara. Today is Sunday, and that means that you are about to see me create my layout for Scraplift Crafternoon. My tribe and I have been doing this for a little over a year, and we enjoy our Sunday Scraplift Crafternoon hop so much. Today, Miss Kristen chose a layout, and it is so gorgeous. The link to the original creator will be in the description box below, as well as the weekly collaborative playlist for you to watch everybody's videos. So make sure you check that description box below. I really adore this layout, and I will be sticking it up here in the corner for you so that you can get a good look at it. It is full of just fun icons and stamping and just all kinds of things. So I have a hot mess on my desktop right now. I have a piece of cardstock that I have torn. I have a photo. It's actually two photos. It's the same photo. I have a stack of stamps. And I have two 6x6 pieces of pattern paper from my June counterfeit kit. I have some inks and my brushes and some stamp blocks and a few embellishments from my June counterfeit kit. So I am actually going to stick with the color scheme. You could do this with any color you want, but I thought that this was a great color scheme, and so I'm going to try to mimic it as closely as possible. I don't have the border stamp or stickers that she has on her layout, but that's okay because I'm just going to kind of play around and see what we come up with. So I'm going to pause this video and we're going to start working on this background. Be right back.
So I went ahead and put the pattern paper behind the tears in my white cardstock, and I also matted my photo on the other piece of pattern paper. I did cut my photo with a die cut, or with a die, so that's how I got a perfect circle, because I could never cut that by hand that nicely. So I started with this larger circle stamp. It's actually a ring that goes around a set of journaling. The original creator used a coffee stain stamp on her background. Can you believe yours truly, the lover of coffee, does not have a coffee stain stamp? That's sacrilegious. Anyway, I'm going to be using this Vicky Bouton stencil for some of the circles, and I'm just going to use my mid-color yellow, and I'm just going to put some yellow circles in various places on my background. So I would also like to tell you that I have a plan. I don't. I'm just kind of doing this randomly and hoping that this turns out okay. I'm hoping that I can use these circles to stamp some of the other images that I have. Like right here, I'm going to use this little stamp, and I'm going to stamp in a couple of those circles. So I am literally just randomly stamping circular images all over this background. I am making a huge mess out of that stack of stamps that I showed you at the beginning of the video, and hoping that I can get them all put back together after I clean them when I'm finished. So I am using the darkest yellow, which is the marigold, and I stamped a couple of the larger circles there, and I'm going to use this little background stamp. I'm going to stamp it in black on some different places. really thought these little flowers were kind of cute, and so I want to make sure I stamp a few of those all over the layout as well, just to give your eyes a different thing other than circles to look at. They're still circular in shape because they're flowers, but they have a little bit more dimension. And I really liked the one that I managed to stamp right in the middle of the stenciled circle as well. So I'm gonna kind of just guess on adding these little banner pieces. Like I said, I didn't have a banner like the original creator did in my stamp collection, and that's fine. I think I actually end up covering up one of these, at least one of these anyway. And I also want to make a note that my photo is not going to be as low on the layout as hers was. So one of the stamp sets has these two cute little hearts, and I thought I would just put some hearts everywhere. This is a photo of my granddaughter with her other grandma, and they're both on the phone. I'm sure that Scarlett's just pretending, and Grandma Bird is probably really on the phone, but it's just an adorable photo. So, nope, still don't know what I'm really doing here. I'm just literally just playing with all of these stamped images and just kind of putting them around randomly. I know I always say that if you create a layout and it ends up being a hot mess, you can just throw away your background, and it's not that big of a deal. So now I'm going to start adding some of the embellishments. I'm going to start with my title. This title has been sitting on my desktop for a while. I think I punched it out of a jelly bean soup set, and I just didn't have a place to put it away where it wouldn't get lost, so it's just been sitting in a bowl on my desktop. So it's great to get it used today. And as you can see, I have decided I need some more stamps, stamped images on here, and I am using a circular background image, and I'm just kind of stamping that in random places. So I'm looking at the Foamies set from Simple Stories, and I thought I might use something from that, but I end up thinking, nah, there's not really anything I want to use. And so I just pull a phrase sticker from one of the sheets. Now, my suns and rainbows on this layout, I used a print and cut file, actually a couple print and cut files from my Silhouette Studio software to do a print and cut, and because I didn't have anything like this already available in my stash, and so I just used a couple of them. Like the one with the cloud, I believe is an Echo Park piece of ephemera from one of their cut and print files. I just cut and print a couple sheets, and then I'm just going to randomly start putting things down and kind of seeing where I want things to end up on this layout. So I pull out my phrase stickers again, and I'm going to use several of those phrases on here. The original layout also had several phrases, so I wanted to make sure that I used at least a few of them. And here's where I began to cover up at least one of those banners, and I'm just kind of looking at the layout, kind of trying to decide what I want to do. And I realized that this background just still needs something, so I'm going to do a little bit of ink machine here and add some more yellow to that background. So I've pretty much decided that the inks machine is what I felt like I was missing on my background, and I'm kind of happy with the results of that. Off camera, I have glued everything down, and now I have decided that I am going to be using some of these sequins. I'm going to only pull the yellow sequins from this mix here. This is a mix by Buttons Galore and More. It's part of their Lilac Lane, 24 Lilac Lane collections. I don't know if they still use those or have those in their inventory or not, but I have several boxes from when I designed with them, and so I'm just going to only pull out the yellow ones. My new Joel Picker tool is from Pink Fresh Studio. It is one of their new release tools that they put out recently, and I decided I just had to have it. It is such a cute tool.
Thank you for stopping by my channel today. I know that you can get your inspiration anywhere on the internet, and I really appreciate those of you who take the time to like, comment, and subscribe to my videos. If you liked this video, please click that thumbs up button. Make sure you check out that playlist below in the description box so that you can check out the social media of the original creator as well as the videos for the rest of my tribe here at Scraplift Crafternoon. We enjoy doing this, so I hope that you enjoy watching along. You have a great rest of your Sunday. Bye.